If that's on your list, you can get some of that too. But listen to me. Gratitude is the best gift that you can give yourself. What? That don't make no sense, D. Yes, it does. Gratitude is the best gift that you can give yourself. It really is, man. Gratitude is the best gift that you can give to yourself. See, don't you get it? If you're grateful for what you have, for whatever it is, you open up the pipeline for more to come in. Let me tell you why. Because you're not complaining about what you have. Oftentimes, we can't show gratitude. We don't have time to be thankful, or we can't give a full compliment of appreciation because we complaining.
Yeah. Yeah. How y'all feeling? Let me know. Put one word in the chat. Put one word in the chat to describe how y'all are feeling right now. We got awesome, excited, successful, grateful. There we go. Grateful. There we go. Incredible. Blessed. Oh man. I'm so excited. I'm so blessed to be here, y'all. I'm so grateful that last night was not my last night, right? I want y'all to put that in the chat. Last night was not your last night. We got to be grateful that we are on a wake-up list, because we have the audacity to think that God is always going to wake us up the next day. We don't know. Time is ticking, y'all. Time is not on our side. Everything that you do here on this earth, every moment matters, y'all. And I'm sharing this because I want y'all to understand that if I didn't share my gifts with the world, right? I remember when I first went on Instagram Live, because I'm going on Facebook and I'm watching the Instagram. I mean, not the Instagram Live. I'm going on the Facebook Lives and I'm seeing everybody in the group and they say, oh man, I never go live. And this is my first time doing this. And nah, I don't want to do it. I remember when I was in the exact same spot. This was 7-8 years ago. And when I first went on Instagram Live and it said, you're live. And then people start coming in the chat, 2-3 people. I cut the phone off fast. I'm like, nah, it's uncomfortable for me. I'm come from Brooklyn, like no face, no case. I don't want nobody to know where I'm at, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. No, like if you understand what I'm talking about, I want you to put me in the chat if I'm talking to you. If you feel the same way, like, nah, I'm not with none of that. I don't want nobody to know where I'm going, where I'm doing it in real time. I'm not doing that. But then I had to understand that me going live on Instagram, me going live on Facebook, this is bigger than me. It's not just about me. I want everybody to understand that you have an assignment, y'all. God has given all of us an assignment. God has given us all of us gifts on this call right now. I want you to understand that. So my assignment was to be able to go live and be able to share my talent, share my gifts with the world. If I did not do that, there wouldn't be a Fund Your Freedom right now. There wouldn't be an opportunity for you to connect with over 1,500 people to be able to now go out there and build your business and build wealth for you and your family. There would not be a Coach Crew, Smitty Boom, all of us coming together if I didn't say, listen, I want to share my gifts with the world. I want to get uncomfortable. I want to get outside. See, there's somebody else that's dependent on your gift. There's somebody else that's dependent on you to go out there and be you. But you are being selfish because you're holding yourself back. So I'm sharing this because today I want everybody to understand it's about environment. The theme for today is all about environment. See, Smitty went out there, put herself in a position in a mentorship, paid $20, $30, $40, $50,000. Booms did the same thing, paid $50,000, joined mentorships so that we could put ourselves in position to do what we're doing now. So that we can now give out the game. We could put people in position. We could give out jobs. You could do a lot of these things. But I want everybody to say, you are your biggest investment. Put that in the chat. I am my biggest investment. You got to invest in yourself, y'all. You have to do it. And when you invest in yourself, it puts you in the right rooms. It puts you in the right rooms. So I want y'all to describe just one word in the chat really quick as I bring up Coach Crew, right? I want y'all to let me know. What has this environment done for you these last 3 days? Like, not the information. Like, the information is cool. I know we gave out so much game. I want to know, what has the environment done for you? Just the people, the love, the support, the community, like the push, that camaraderie. What has that done for you? Mental elevation, empowerment, encouraging, uplifting. There we go. There we go. This is why you got to stay in this. Look. What happens when your phone battery dies? What happened? Let me know in the chat. Like, because, you know, when your phone is on like 5%, 10%, what happens? What do? As soon as your phone, charge it. We go quick. Like, none of us want our phone to die. If your phone died, you might as well, like, listen, it's a problem. It's a problem if your phone died. Like, put agree in the chat if you agree. If your phone dies, that is a problem. But I want you to understand, treat your life the same way. Treat your life the same day. When your battery is low and you need to be plugged up, you need to have an outlet. You need to have a source that you plug into. And the community is what you need to plug into. When somebody's down, somebody's going through obstacles, somebody's going through challenges, you plug into the community to charge your battery. You cannot let your battery die. A lot of us are walking around dead. We let our batteries die. But listen, y'all, we got the rebirth here today. Y'all. So look, without further ado, I want to bring up Coach Crew, the Mindset Mogul, my brother, my mentor. I'm so blessed to be able to have him today. And he's actually going to have the pleasure of introducing our special guest, right? Because we always come in and over deliver. We like to always give. See, I pride myself on being a go-giver. Like back in the day when I was coming up in Brooklyn, I used to be like, I'm a go-getter. But when I changed my mindset from being a go-getter to a go-giver, that's when it shifted, y'all. That's exactly when it shifted. So this is what I want to do. Y'all already know how I go. I want y'all to unmute, right? And I want y'all to make some noise. I want y'all to clap it up, snap it up, shake the room, shake the Zoom, whatever you got to do. I need to feel the energy as we bring up Coach Crew, the Mindset Mogul, y'all. So I'm going to unmute every single person in here. And also, I want y'all to go in that Telegram chat and let everybody know we're live. Type "we're live" in the Telegram chat. Get them on this call. It's day 4. We cannot lose no time. We got to keep going. I'm going to have everybody unmute, and we're going to make some noise as we bring up Mindset Mogul Coach Crew. Let's get it. Unmute. Let's go, y'all.
Let's
Let's
go.
get it.
Let's go.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
Let's
Welcome.
get it.
Hey, let's go. My buddy.
Hey,
Coach
Crew.
Time is
Morning.
It's on
I
you.
see it. I see it, Coach.
Hey, y'all pretty ladies. Let's go.
Let's go. Get life.
So we here.
Yeah.
Motivation is here.
You want to do
Clap, clap.
good. Let's
Where you at?
Time is now.
Good morning. We here. Let's
Go.
Good vibes, right?
Wake up.
Yeah.
All right. Great stuff. Hold on, let me get my camera right. There we go. All right, how we feeling? I know Ramel came up here, gave big energy, big mogul energy. Drop some energy in the chat. Put some love in there. I want to see the chat go off. Put some love in there. Peace, love, beautiful energy. You already know, Sean Crumay, Mindset Mogul. I told y'all time in, time out. Some of you got the experience to come up here with me one-on-one and build. People pay me thousands of dollars to share this information, but this information is already within you. It's already within you. Everybody put "it's within me" in the chat. Everything that you want is already within you. All the answers that you seek externally or internally already existing. You just need people to bring it out of you. That's what we talk about, this environment. My role is to help my environment see difficulty differently, change their perspectives on obstacles and show them that it's actually opportunities. Anytime we're dealing with challenges, these are just chances. Chances for what? For us to show our greatness, for us to build, for us to truly create and design the life that we want, for us to have love, connectivity, financial prosperity. If y'all rocking with me and y'all want some more, drop those plus emojis in the chat. If I make sense right now, drop those plus emojis in the chat. So when we talk about environment, y'all, this is the #1 community leading with love, beautiful energy, and accountability. This is that Mailbox Millionaires Love Plus community, right? This is the Fund Your Freedom right here. Everybody looking, we trying to fund our freedoms. Like, what does your freedom mean to you, right? This community, like, we're an amazing, love and supportive community, but this is for the serious and not the curious. I need to know which ones are serious. When we say serious, it doesn't mean that you're mean and you're upset and you just only focus on that. We just mean that we're helpful, we're dedicated, right? But I want you to understand we're motivated intrinsically, internally. And when we talk about this community being helpful, I want you to also think about this community being happy. Like when you're going through this work, you got to be happy. Like, how far would you be in your life if you was happy for things that happened to you? If you was happy for this incident, if you was happy for that time when you was down, if you was happy for that setback. Why? Because you know it's a setup for your greatest comeback, right? When you talk about this, I want y'all to think about it in this way. Which things in your life have to die? When we talk about the funeral yesterday, this is the rebirth. I got the white on today. This is the rebirth, right? It's the rebirth. It's all about love, connectivity, financial prosperity. But to get to that point, which things in your life have to die to give birth to you reaching your greatest potential? If you felt that, put some ums in the chat. Which things in your life have to die in order to give birth to you reaching your greatest potential? The first thing I want you to kill off is that negative self-talk, that language that I can't do it. Why do you keep saying you can't? Tell me how you can, right? I'm gonna bring a couple people up here because I want to know who did the work, and then I'm gonna introduce, one of our special guests. So let me just ask you though, because every word that you speak is a seed that you're sowing for the garden of your future. Every word that you speak, everything that you do is a seed that you plant for the garden of your future. What are you doing? Right? Language creates the thought that produces the belief. Whether you believe you can or you can't, it's still a belief. It still produces an action. No action is happening without a belief. And then from the action, it produces a result. That result is your life. What consequences are going to show up in your life if you don't get the results that you want? So when I ask you, hey, are you doing the homework? When I ask, hey, what's going on? Which area of your life do you need assistance in? Let's be transparent. Let's be transparent. I really want us to get comfortable. I'm gonna teach y'all probably tomorrow mainly, but I'm gonna let Damon rock tonight. The thing is, 4 levels of business. You got to be able to use your imagination, be able to use your communication, your unification skills, and then you got to have somebody that's going to do the implementation. But this is all about wealth creation. This is all about wealth accumulation. When we talk about wealth accumulation, are we even thinking about wealth preservation? Right? We want to preserve this. So what I want to get in your mind is, how are you going to even get to the point of offering something? How are you going to get to the point of even selling something? How are you going to get to the point of making a sale? Selling is not what you do to somebody, it's what you do for somebody. Selling is what you do for somebody. So I want y'all to sell me right now on you doing your work, right? I want to get some takeaways from you doing the work, doing the homework, doing the assignment. So raise your virtual hand and bring some people up. I'm going to have Jasmine, and I'm going to have Sunshine. Sunshine, you can start it off. You can choose somebody. You'll probably pick 2 or 3 people. But I really want y'all to raise your hand and let's see what's going on. Let's get it going, right? Who did the homework? What takeaways did you get from the homework?
Queen Karen, come talk to us, Queen. You can unmute.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's been a pleasure being here. I had a total disaster yesterday. I was in the process of doing my homework or whatever, and I'm in South Carolina, and Spectrum Internet Services went out. So I was like, a little frazzled, but I still was working on other things, making sure like things in the past, far as my homework. But my question is this morning is, when I was getting ready to do, I was going to go to some banks to apply, the credit score. I remember when earlier this year, I purchased a car. So what happened was my bank had me at a 768. So where I was getting a car, they was, was like, no, you can finance with us. But then they were saying my credit score was 6 something. So what happens if each bureau has a different number that may be lower? Do I go with that bureau and try to up it up or something like that? How does that work?
This is what I would say. I would say right now, any type of questions that we have, we're gonna use that for the VIP time, platinum time during class. This time right now is to share the wins from your homework, from doing the assignments. And I want to share something with you. How explicit can I get with you?
Come on with it.
Nah, you gotta answer the question, baby. So how explicit can I be with you, Karen?
I mean, come on with it. You can be explicit. I mean, yeah,
Thank
come
you.
on.
You always got to get consent. So what I'm hearing and what's coming up is you're getting stopped by certain things. You're getting stopped, right? Do you have a sense of? First of all, let me ask you a question. Did you take screenshots of anything during the homework assignment?
I did. Yeah, I have.
Okay, so let me ask you. So with the power going out or the Wi-Fi going out, what else could you have done that would have still had you do the work? Because what I'm saying is, if the result of you doing the homework was you getting $1 million, like after you finish the homework, tell me all the ways that you'd have gotten Wi-Fi. Tell me all the ways that you would have actually gotten Wi-Fi.
Well, I could have went to the Starbucks or somewhere like that to the library to get Wi-Fi or whatever. But at the time, I was up there trying to work on something that I didn't have to do that because I already had my LLC, I already had my bank accounts, I got the EINs, I have all that stuff. So all of that, I just have to put the other things in play.
All right, cool. How vulnerable can you be right now? Because I'm getting that you're not being vulnerable right now, but how vulnerable can you be right now?
I can be vulnerable.
Okay, thank you. So do you have what you want in your life? Do you have the life that you truly want?
No, but I'm working on it.
Right. So how important is it to do the homework in a timely fashion, moving with speed, like we're all suggesting that you do?
I have done the tracking, all of that, my time, a lot of that stuff I have done. But I'm just at the point of, going ahead and going ahead with getting the credit. But my thing, just before I did it, that just dawned on me like that was just a question, because before I didn't really have like anything to ask. That was it. Like, okay, before I make this move right here, I need to make sure if that situation that I had, it just came up, like, okay, do I need to bring that one up from Equifax or whatever? Because you got 3, and then it was just the part of the numbers were different. So that was my question, because I ain't got a problem with doing no homework.
100%. I just want to send you some love. Everybody drop some love in the chat. Here's one thing before you go though, Queen. The way we do one thing in life is how we do everything in life. And I just wanted to preference this. When we're in a state of mind, like when we go through these challenges or we're really looking to transform our lives, we want to do everything and anything possible to make sure we do everything in that moment. Like literally, if we're giving out tasks, not even just us, like things are happening in your life, you want to take care of everything with speed, velocity, fast. You want to move fast. And that's really what I want. I want you to not get stopped before you even,
Let me tell you something. It's not stopping me. I'm already have people already working on with the real estate. I'm already some of this stuff is just a little bit of a refreshing for me to like more execute or whatever. But I have that, but it's the part of the banking part of getting that part. I really done that. I just want to.
All right, so make sure you get a strategic partnership. This is all about partnership. So somebody's gonna reach out to you. Who's gonna reach out to Karen? Put in the chat, Karen. Make sure you get a strategic partner so that way you can move with that person and continue to build and sharpen up those skills that you already have. Everybody send some love to Karen. Let's go with the next person. Great job, Karen.
Let's get it. Let's get it. We have Queen Chanel. It's Perkins. Come through. What's your impact, Queen? Y'all gotta ask her to unmute. We looking good, Queen. Okay, I see the fit today. Y'all gotta ask her to unmute.
Right.
There we go.
Because I ain't gonna be able to get nothing done. So basically, I wanted to start with like the good things that I did. So I made a video. I took the screenshots. I called 2 out of the 3 brokers, left voicemails. I'm waiting for them to call me back. And then I already looked into the bank SBA lending product. So the issue that I'm having, Mr. Crew, Mogul, is I ain't go live because I'm scared. I'm scared that ain't nobody gonna show up. I'm scared that whatever I say is not gonna impact or help anybody. I've gone live in the past, but I don't know. I have some resistance towards that. So can you help me chop that up?
100%. I got you right now. I'm gonna show you in real time. You want me to show you in real time how it works?
Let's go back.
All right. So how many people here would go live? Like if Chanel went live, who would come watch the live? Let us know in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you would come watch the live. Drop a 2 in the chat if you want. See that? You see all those ones? So this is what I would say.
Okay.
First of all, let me ask you this before I get to that. Are you dressed up because you're going to work?
Nah, I work from home. This my work.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to be ready. You got to be ready for that next level before that next level shows up. And that's the reason why I asked you that, because you are ready. You're not scared. You just need the strategy. This is all about strategy. This is about strategic partnerships. You need strategic partnerships. Everybody drop strategic partnerships in the chat. This is what I'm gonna do for you right now. When do you want to go live?
I'm gonna go live.
What time? Right? What time? Give us a time.
9.
Not 9. We're still gonna be on that 9. All right, 10. Go 10. Go 10.
I'm in Texas, so it's different. It's 7.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let's just say noon.
Noon Central Time.
So noon, Central Time,
All right, noon Central Time. So Chanel is going live noon Central Time. Who can make it? Who can make it? Write it down right now, Queen, and we're gonna actually have you do that. Go live noon Central Time. You see all these Instagram handle. Oh, what's your Facebook? Whatever. Where you going live? Which platform?
I could go live on Facebook. I think my Facebook and Instagram are connected though. I don't know how that works, but
okay. So we going live on Facebook. Drop your name in the chat. And then when you go into the Facebook group, I want you to also let everybody know that you're about to go live at X amount of time and ask people who's willing to show up. And anybody who's willing to show up, I want you to go up there. I don't know if Facebook can add multiple people at this point now, but let's see if they can. If it can add multiple people and want to bring people up and rock out with each other, right? So I really want everybody to understand. It's just a strategy. Drop strategy in the chat. Before you go live, what you can start doing is giving everybody a time, giving everybody a specific topic, and letting them know this is when I'm going live. So you can get those lives ahead of time. I understand it could be scary. I understand it could be challenging because you don't want to feel unloved by being the only person in the room. I totally get that. But the reality of it is, if people don't know that you're going live and you just go live and they got other things to do, it's not even an indication on you. It had nothing to do with you. They just at work or they're doing some other thing that they got going on, but you might interpret it as nobody cares about me. That's not true. I just showed you in real time. How many people would love to come to live? Drop a 1 in the chat. If you're coming to the live, drop a 1 in the chat. And don't just drop a 1 in the chat because we're asking you to drop a 1 in the chat if you're going. We said if you're going. All right. So that's one of the way, Queens. I love the fact that you showed up looking the part. Before you can actually become the part, you got to first look the part, feel the part, and be that part. So I love that. Everybody send some love in the chat. Was that helpful for you?
it was helpful. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Looking good. So keep that up. Keep that energy up. Great stuff. Last person, because we got to bring up Mr. Damon. Who we got?
Queen Angela, come talk to us, Queen.
Good morning, everybody, and I just want to say thank you. This has really brought me into a place where I really need to be. It's not that I do not know how to. I have an idea, or ideas to know how to go about. I've done my AINs, I have my LLCs, bank accounts. The only thing is for me is pushing it to have the motivation because of language, terminology, when you make your phone calls, when you don't have the sources to do what needs to be done. Like we wanted us to call and say, okay, well, we want you to call real estate offices based on properties. Although Boone did give us a screenshot of his account, but at the same time, it's knowing the process, getting the process done to move forward. My biggest thing is credit reports. It's not that it was
Wait,
going
hold
bad.
on. Let's break it down piece by piece real fast before you move too far, right? So when you said knowing the process, what are you really saying?
How to present the offer yourself so that you would get the idea of how to conduct the business
Okay.
in a formal way that needs to be done.
I got that. So did you still do it, or did that stop you from even attempting?
I did not do it because it stopped me.
All right, hold on, pause right there. And the reason why I'm doing this, y'all, like I would in a normal setting, I would just allow everybody just extensive time to speak. But being that we have this amount of people, kind of want to move fast, and I want to be super direct. I got all the information I need to express this, and I really want everybody to understand this comes from a place of love. This is not coming from me like trying to know all about you and saying I don't really know you, but I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you because I've seen this and heard this so many times that it's a simple formula that's going to work for everybody. The number one thing that we're talking about right here is mentorship. This is the reason why you need to be in mentorship. But another side from that is resistance. Like a lot of y'all got resistance. Like I forgot who just came up here. There's a lot of resistance there. So I just was like, all right, move forward. But resistance, when you resist, you're not going to get what you want. Whatever you resist will persist. Like, let's just be real here. What is the purpose of resisting what we're telling you? Like, if you paid us to tell you to give you our strategy to help you become successful, why would there be any pushback? If I'm you, I'm sitting there open-minded. All right, what do I need to do? And I'm doing exactly what they said to do, regardless whether I believe it's going to work or not, because that's what they told me to do, and they got the result that I want. It's not yelling at you, Queen. This is just
it's fine because I could deal with that. I'm not going to back down or feel some kind of way because that's real talk. In order to go moving forward. I don't have a problem with you. So you can go ahead, elevate yourself. You can be vulnerable. You can be resistant. You can be however you need to be. And I'll accept it with no problems at all.
Absolutely. And I wish everybody could take a page out of Angela's book, because let's just be real here. That's why you're here. You're here to say, help me. And if we can help you, you got to let us help you. When we bring you up on the screen, if you already know everything, you already did anything, then why are you here? If you knew everything and do everything, why are you here then? And this is not coming at you, Queen. I'm just speaking to everybody at the time. Like, why are you here? So that's why when I get people that come up with resistance, I'm just like, okay, how long will this last? Let me just move forward, because I'm not trying to make a person feel like they got to be resistant against me when I'm trying to help you make 4, 5, 6, 7 figures. And everybody who's on this call, that speaker that we bring up, they're trying to help you make 4, 5, 6, 7 figures, not in a year, not in 5 years, in a day, 6 months, a week. That's what we're trying to do. Excuse my language, because my energy coach is gonna get on me. What you saying? Trying. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing that. And all of you are gonna have access to our coaches. You're gonna have access to the people that allow us to get to the level that we want to get to. But I'm gonna just be real here, y'all. If y'all don't do the homework, you're not gonna be able to last. But this is why you need the mentorship, because the mentorship makes it easy. We simplify everything. We elevate your mind. Therefore, we elevate your life, and then we simplify your success. That is the purpose of mentorship. If you felt some type of pressure, let me know in the chat. If you attempted to make these calls, but you're like, damn, I don't know who to call. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. Put a 1 in the chat. And if you didn't even attempt to do anything, put a 0 in the chat. Yeah, y'all never had nobody come up and tell y'all put a 0 in the chat, right? If you ain't do anything, if you ain't do a damn thing, put a 0 in the chat. Because I know I better see some zeros in there, because I know some of y'all was looking at the homework and it's like, I don't even know where to start. The thing that I want you to do is just start. I want you to, everybody put in the chat, I'm started. I know you have, this is your 4th day. I know, some of y'all, this is your 5th day, but look, I'm starting. I am starting right now. And this is the thing I want y'all to start. I want you to start applying the strategies with speed, Forget the fact that you feel scared. I want you to come up. I want you to do the things you said you was going to do. I want you to call up the individuals. I want you to create the assignments. I want you to go in Facebook. I want you to go live. I don't care if one person shows up. I don't care if 2 people show up. I don't care if nobody show up. This is practice for you. This ain't about looking good for somebody else. This is about being great. I told y'all before, I was too busy being good. And I could have said that to you, Chanel, because you're too busy being good that you forgot about your greatness. You think that nobody's going to show up to you because you're so busy looking down at yourself versus looking up at yourself and saying, I'm Chanel. You know what? I'm going to get on this live and people are going to come see me. Why? Because I got value to add. Everybody put in the chat, I got value to add. I got value to add. This is about strategic partnerships. If you can't get it done, you're waiting on your credit. I'm not waiting on my credit. Yo, who got credit? Who got great credit? I got the plays. I got the strategy. I got the mindset. Who got the credit? In fact, I got the credit, but I'm gonna still go get somebody else who got the credit. I'm gonna still get somebody else who got the credit. Why? Because I'm tripling and doubling, quadrupling everything I could do on my own. We're better together. Everybody drop better together in the chat. So I got to get ready to bring my brother Damon up because it's very important. Damon and I, we in the same circle. And we do see a lot of the same people. We have the same functions. But everybody send some love to Angela in the chat because Angela showed up and you got this breakthrough because Angela came up here. And somebody said, I needed that. If you said I needed that, right? I also want to ask y'all a question because I didn't get to this real fast. But yesterday we gave out the applications. And there were people who filled out the applications but felt rushed to fill out the application. But there was people who seen the application and didn't even give themselves a chance to fill out the application. You still got time before the class tonight to fill out this application. But before we go away, I want to bring up one person. Oh, we got time for 2 people. Let me know, Ramel or Smitty, somebody in the back. But we only got time for one person. Let's bring somebody up who actually did the application.
I did it.
Raise your virtue hand. Who did it? Jasmine. Who was next to bring somebody up? Sunshine or Jasmine? One of y'all.
Let's get it. Queen Velasquez. How you say your first name, Queen? Ask her to unmute for us, please.
Hi, my name's Wane. I know everyone always
Wane.
talks about my last name. That's so funny. Hi. I filled out the application yesterday. Within the last year, it's been a big kind of like stepping out of my comfort zone. So like people that are stepping out of your comfort zone, just keep pushing yourself because once you keep pushing yourself, it's going to become second nature. I can definitely promise you that. So yeah, but I did fill out the application. I actually today got the email saying that it was approved. So yeah.
Yo, everybody send some love in the chat. What you said your name was? Juanita?
Wane.
Wane. Hey, Wane. I like Wane. I like
Wane.
that. That's dope. I like Wane. I'm calling you Wane. I ain't calling you by your last name. I'm saying Wane, baby. Everybody send love to Wane in the chat. We got time for one more. Bring one more person up. I want to know, why did you take the opportunity real quick, Wane, to fill out the application? Do you think that you were worth this mentorship or worth the opportunity to be more? I want to know. I want to know, why would you choose to go ahead and put yourself in that circle of excellence? Wait, hold up. They got you muted. Send her invite. So
Send me the request again.
I did.
There you go. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So I submitted it because a lot more women would more likely understand this. So I have what's called endometriosis. And it's literally kind of been taking over my body. Like I don't even know at this point what's going on. It's so under research. Doctors don't really know what to do with me. And I've been doing everything. Like I'm on my way to the gym right now to try to alleviate some stress because stress really makes it grow. And I'm tired of being on the surgery table. And within the last year, they done took part of my cervix and I filled it out because I'm not married. I have no kids yet. I just turned 30. And I don't want to keep messing up my chances of one day having a family because I'm working a 9-to-5 and I work in psych and behavioral health. And no matter what I do, it's just becoming too stressful. So I'm like a realtor by day, psych by night, and not sleeping. So something has to change. So that's why I applied.
Absolutely. Being 4 or 5 steps ahead. So everybody send that love in the chat. We got to bring up our special guest. I'm going over time. over here, having fun with Wane. Appreciate you, Wane. So
Thank you.
4 or 5, no problem. Everybody drop that love in the chat. 4 or 5 steps ahead. This is what you want to think about. And the guy that I'm bringing up right now is going to teach you how to become 4 or 5 steps ahead, right? When we talk about mindset and sales mastery, you can think about Damon P. Diller, right? You're going to get a chance to meet him, right? He's going to speak with passion. He's going to speak with love. He's going to speak with energy, but he's just going to tell you the honest transparency of the reality that we're living in right now. And it's either you can get the information and you can pick up what he's putting down, or you can just keep looking around, staying in the same place, in the same spot next year. So if you want to move forward, if you want to go to the next level, if you want to learn how to be a person that can create sales and make 6 figures as an entrepreneur in your business, drop those plus emojis in the chat. Drop those plus emojis in the chat. If you want to take your life to the next level, if you want Damon to come give some love to you, give some mindset, give you some strategy, so that way you can take that information, apply it, and have transformation, everybody drop those plus emojis in the chat. At this time, I'm going to bring up Damon, who helped multiple CEOs, entrepreneurs create 6 figures in their business by giving them sales strategies. Not only does he give sales strategies, he's also a host. He's a public speaker, professional speaker, get paid to speak. He once played professional basketball. He still got it. I still see him sometimes. He still got it. I'm going to challenge you, Damon. What's up? You get that one-on-one. Let's film it. Let's do it for the cause. But I need everybody right now to clap it up. I need you to snap it up. I need you to be on your feet. I need you to stand up. I need you to give this guy a warm welcome. Bring that energy in, and let's clap it up for my guy, Damon P. Diller.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
Good at we got Tim.
Hey, step on in, Damon.
Come on with it.
Two is speed equals success.
This is my
Equals speed equals
Let's go, Tim.
Everybody out. Let's go ahead and get started.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning,
What's up, bro? Money, gang.
You gotta unmute, King Damon.
You're muted.
You gotta unmute. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
We sure can.
You can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, awesome and amazing. I want to give a huge shout out to Knights Deluxe on the line, or Knights Defense. I see a gentleman by the name of Michael Tucker. My brother, please be careful as you're driving. I promise I'm going to ignite you with something this morning, and you got to stay focused on the road, though, my bro. I see Point God in the building. Mr. Maurice Coleman, I have no idea what you do, but behind you, you look extremely accomplished, my brother. We got Juania on the line. Rick Benny is on the line. Dr. Embers, good morning, good morning. John White, what's going on, what's going on? This has got to be the most active and enthusiastic crew I've ever seen. Listen, do me a favor. If you have been enjoying your time over the last 5 days in this Fund Your Freedom Challenge, go ahead and drop a fire sign in the chat. If you've been getting more tips, more tricks, more how-tos, and more strategies than you even know what to do with right now, go ahead and drop a fire sign in the chat. Listen, family, I just want to check the room real quick. I got an incredible introduction. I promise you, Mindset Mogul crew, your check is in the mail, because when you were talking before I came on, I'm like, the only thing I remember is like, I play basketball, but all that other stuff, who is that guy? Like, who is that guy? But just real quick, let me test the temperature. If you have seen me speak before, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. If you have seen me speak before, drop a 1 in the chat. Okay. If you've never, ever seen me before and you're like, why is his voice so deep? Who is this guy? Put it 2 in the chat right now. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. I saw all the ones at first and I was like, okay, I start feeling myself a little bit. Now it all makes sense. I see the 2s and I am not as popular as I thought I was, family. I would be remiss if I did not open this up by throwing back the acknowledgement, by throwing back the gratitude, by throwing back the appreciation for the reason why every single one of us is in the room right now. Can you please put a double fire sign in the chat for our host with the most that came in this week serving at an extremely high level. Ramel, Boone, and Smitty, go ahead and throw your fire signs in the chat. Go ahead and show appreciation, because the truth of the matter is, I mean, I've been seeing these gentlemen for the last few weeks, and they ain't got to do this. Can we just be honest? That they do not have to spend their time teaching these strategies, but we're extremely, extremely grateful for this. Listen, family, I think about 15 to 20 minutes, so I can promise you before the end of this, I want you to take out a pen and a pad. I'm going to go extremely quickly, but I'm going to give you a tremendous amount of value because I have one goal. Somebody put the word one goal in the comments. Now, I know you've been to events like this before. I know you've been a part of challenges before. I know you've been to webinars, to workshops, to different events before. Everyone and their mom is telling you right now to get in the room. But can I give you a fair warning? Come here. Every single time you get into a room like this, there are 3 different types of things you will hear. But there is only one thing that I have as a goal for you. Most of you have been to a room like this and you got some motivation. Most of you have been to a room like this and you got some information. And I can guess that many of you have been to a room like this, and the stories that were told and the implications of what can happen in your life were told, and you got inspired as well. But the frustration that you've had up to this point, very similar to me, because I am not the pot calling the kettle black, is you've had some frustration after these experiences. Hello? You've wondered why I did everything that the coach told me to do. I've done everything that the mentors told me to do. I've gotten in the room. I was motivated. I got the information and I got the inspiration. But why am I experiencing frustration? In other words, family, why have I not yet experienced what I consider to be a breakthrough in my life? Why am I going into 2024 feeling the same way that I was feeling in 2022? Because when I entered into 2023, I was looking to make improvements. Matter of fact, I no longer wanted to make incremental steps in the right direction. I wasn't looking to go from poverty to a little bit better. I was looking for, somebody put this word in the comments, more. Yeah. We weren't looking to make incremental steps. Can someone else put this in the comments? What you were looking for was a quantum leap. What does that mean, Damon? That means you were able to go from where you were to a much higher level with very small incremental steps. What does that mean, Damon? That means you went from $5,000 a month to $15,000 a month. You went from $25,000 a month to $250,000 a month. You went from $50,000 a month to $1 million a month. Matter of fact, come here real quickly. You went from the average income of the American person of $40,000 a year to millions a year. Somebody say quantum leap. But see, the challenge that you've had is no one ever taught you how to learn. Are you all with me on this? Yeah. See, you thought you were learning by motivation. You thought you were learning by inspiration. You thought because you took in new information that you were learning. But no, family, put this in your notes and also put this on your heart. The only way anything in your life changes is when you transform. And so the only goal that I have for you over the next 15 minutes, family, is to create a transformation in your life that will allow you to create the future that you've always seen. Matter of fact, I'll say it like this, helping you create a life beyond limits. Is everybody with me so far? All right. So let me teach you really, really quickly how to learn this information. I did a little bit of research, family, and I wasn't even going to go over this today, but I know you're getting so much information that I want to make sure that you're able to retain it. Somebody put retain in the comments. So I did a little bit of research, and I found a Harvard study. I thought it was so interesting. I didn't go to Harvard, let's be very honest. I graduated high school with a 1.7 GPA. I came out of college as a sophomore. I know what you're thinking, but Damon, you said you weren't that smart. No. I came out as a sophomore because I was finished, not because I got a degree. Matter of fact, the only reason I went to college was to play basketball. So Crew was absolutely correct. I do hoop and don't want, none of y'all on the line want no smoke. You can put all your bread up. Let's be clear. Okay, so anyway, I digress. So I was doing a little bit of research and I found a Harvard study. Somebody put 3 in the comments. Somebody put 3 in the comments. See, there are 3 different types of people when it comes to an event like this, family. Person number 1, I hope you are not them, is the person that only shows up to the event. Their camera is never on. They never do the homework. They never do anything. All they do is listen to the information. But guess what? If you only do that, you only retain 10% of everything that's being shared. Somebody put this in the comments. No transformation. But I know what you're saying to yourself. I know you're saying, Damon, I'm a step ahead of you. Listen, I've been listening to Smitty Boone and Ramel the entire week, and I've been taking notes upon my notes. Listen, I got notes on my notes on my notes. Matter of fact, I have been taking copious notes. Listen, I did that too. I got notes on my notes. But here's what I found. If all you do is take notes on this information, family, you only retain 30 to 35% of everything that's shared. What does that mean, Damon? Somebody put this in the comments and put this on your heart. No transformation. No transformation. Family, if you want to retain 90 to 95% of everything that these multi-millionaires are sharing with you, there is one thing and one thing only that you must do. If you want me to share that with you, go ahead and drop a fire sign in the chat. If I have permission to share that with you, go ahead and drop a fire sign in the chat. Family, if you're going to retain this information, you must do one thing, and that is to give the presentation back to the presenter. What? I'm going to say it one more time. You must be willing to give the presentation back to the presenter. See, as Crew was speaking this morning, he was giving you all different commands. He was saying, put this in the chat and say this, and anything that was resonating with you in that moment, guess what? If he says it, it doesn't mean as much. But what's most impressionable to your subconscious mind, which controls 90% of your daily behaviors, is your own voice. And so if you expect to change your life, there is one person that must participate first. And somebody say, that's me. Somebody say, that's me. So, and guys, do me a huge favor because I am on 2 different devices. So you guys will have to send me a direct message on here or just unmute and be like, bro, you got 10 minutes. Because if y'all couldn't tell, my mama has told me since I've been born, boy, you talk a lot. And now it pays for her bills and many others, okay? Amen, amen, amen. Okay, I got a question for you all. I just want to make sure I have the right information for the right community. If you all are serious and not curious about making more money in a single month than 97% of the population will make in an entire year, put in the comments, that's me. If that's you, say that's me. Oh, okay. I see you. Now come here. Here's where the rubber meets the road. If you are serious and not curious, when I give you the information over the next 15 minutes that will help you earn more money in a single month than 97% of the population will earn in an entire year, are you committed to immediately putting it to action? If that's you, say that's me. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, so let me teach you all something really quick because here's what I found. What I found is many of you all have been discouraged during your process. Damon, why do you say that? Because I know once again you've been showing up to these rooms. I know once again you've gone to the events, you've done the challenges, the boot camps, the workshops, the webinars, you've done everything. And you get someone like myself that comes up and say, hey, in order for things to change, you must change. And I give you all these colloquialisms and all these different sayings that sound good, but you're too used to hearing it. And so at this point, when someone says, I can change your life, if you're willing to receive and apply, you say, yeah, That's me. But I want you to know something. Come here, y'all. Somebody put the word grace in the comments. Somebody put the word grace in the comments. Can I let you all know something right now that many people will not be willing to say to you? There is nothing wrong with you. Do you mind if I say that again? There is nothing wrong with you. If you signed up for courses before and you did not get results, there is nothing wrong with you. If you've applied for mentorship or coaching and did not get a result, there is nothing wrong with you. Are you ready for this, family? The only thing that you've experienced is ineffective teachers. Uh-oh. Damon, what? Yeah, come here. What you've experienced is ineffective teachers. Damon, what does that mean? See, what most people will do, and I'll be very, very honest, the only time that I get on these type of calls is when the person that is actually hosting the event, come here, family, has something I like to call the smoke of battle. Damon, what does that mean? I don't know if anybody else is familiar with this, but whenever I was growing up, I would go to my grandmother's house. And anytime I would walk into her kitchen or into the dining room, she would always have this beautiful display of fruits. And what I found is I would have to be careful because from time to time, they would only be decorations. But ever so often, I would go over to the fruit and I would pick it up and immediately recognize that this ain't real. And when we live in a fictitious age with social media, it's very easy to be tricked by something that looks fulfilling, but it's plastic. But see, when you have someone like Ramel, Boone, and Smitty, where, come here, y'all, people you can trace. Damon, why is that important? Because if I can't trace you, I can't trust you. If I can't trace you, I can't trust you. No, these gentlemen have the smoke of battle on them. They have been time tested and proven. They are practitioners of the information that they are sharing with you all. Does this make sense? And so all an ineffective teacher does is they teach you tactics and strategies. But see, what these three gentlemen are sharing with you, family, and I want you to note this down. I truly, truly believe that, again, I'm not here to push my religious beliefs upon you. I'm not here to tell you one thing is better than the other, but I do believe in what I believe. And I believe that whenever God is ready to change something in your life, he does not come over the clouds as an audible voice. He doesn't call you on the phone and say, hey, listen, it is your time. No, come here, family. What he does is send you a person. And it is your discernment in being able to recognize who those people are that will lead you one of two places. They will lead you to poverty or to prosperity. Family, truly, the only two ways that you can learn anything in life is through mistakes or through mentors. In other words, you will only learn through pain or you will learn through people. And I have a question for somebody on the comments right now. How are you feeling about your pain? Say, Damon, that's why I'm in the room, because I'm tired of experiencing the pain. Well, welcome to the Fund Your Freedom Challenge. Welcome to the Fund Your Freedom Challenge. Family, I want to give you all a principle, because if you're going to find an effective teacher, they need to be teaching you from principles. Do you mind if I share a principle that over 9 years ago, when I started in entrepreneurship, changed my life forever? The same principle that allowed me to retire my wife in 2015. And honestly, the only worry I have with her now is I got to ask her, babe, are you and the Amazon man, y'all got something going on? Like, cause this man be at my house more than me, okay? Like every time I show up, he's either dropping off a package, like, are y'all with me? I've moved into my dream home. I've sent my children to the most prestigious schools. because of this one principle. Write it down. Because principles are time-tested and proven. They are irrefutable. They work for all people at all times on all things. And so if you are going to change your life, it must start with a principle. Write this down. The principle states that all things must reproduce after their own kind. I'm going to say it one more time. All things must. Not could, not should, not might, not some of the time, not maybe, not if I feel good, not if I'm from a certain background, not if I'm a certain race, not if I had a silver spoon. Matter of fact, I didn't even have a plastic spoon. I had a spork. Yeah. All things must reproduce after their own kind. Damon, what does that mean? That means a dog can only produce a dog. A cat can only produce a cat. An apple tree can only produce an apple. An orange tree, an orange. Are you all with me on this? And so come here, family. Do not allow the simplicity to go over your head and you lose on the ramifications that will completely change your range. Come here. What that means is that if you are a $20,000 a year person, you do not create wealth until, somebody say it with me, I become. Say it with me, I become. Say it with your chest. If I am a $100,000 a year person, I do not create millions. And come here, I don't like living in this I don't know, this gray area of what wealth is. Come here. I want you to redefine wealth. Write this in your notes real quick. Your goal is $10 million a year. You ain't doing nothing till you have 10 million a year. Right? Let me go ahead and set the bar. One of my mentors told me, he said, Damien, if I could have done anything different, I would have dreamed much bigger, much sooner. He said, if I could have done anything different, Damon, I would have dreamed much bigger, much sooner. Yeah, he no longer talks about $1 million days and six-figure days. No, he talks about, come here, net worth. He talks about being acquired. Yeah, much bigger, much sooner. Come here. Damon, if what you're telling me is that all things reproduce after their own kind, what does that mean for me and my family? What does that mean for me and my wealth? What does that mean for me and my future? I'm going to tell you right now. Family, there was an event very, very similar to this that I ended up in 2013. This is a period of my life where I think I was experiencing what people would define as, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, hell, okay? Anything that could have been going wrong in my life at that time, it was. I had no money, I had no opportunity, I had a dream, but I was behind on my bills, my goals, I was behind on my promises. I was 3 months past due on my rent, I was 3 months past due on my utilities, and to be completely honest, I had disappointed anybody and everybody that you could think of that said they loved me in my life. If there was a state of depression, I was half past that. I did not have, come here, hope. And I'll never forget, divine order, alignment, whatever it is that you want to call that, got me to an event. And I remember walking into the event, and very similar to many of you, when I saw examples of success, when I saw a gentleman who represented what Ramel represents to you, that represented what Boom represents to you, what represented what Smitty represents to you. The gentleman came into my life, and I immediately recognized one thing. He knows something I don't know. Can I say that one more time? He knows something I don't know. Family, what I just gave you is the definition of humility. See, most of us believe that humility is a personality trait. It's not. It's just simply recognizing that you don't have something. So I don't know the reason why you came into the challenge this week, but there was something you recognized you did not have. See, most of us are thinking about the vehicles of success, but we're not thinking about the end result. What is your destination? Why? Because you will never hit a target that you can't see. And so instead of thinking about credit and homes and I got to do this and I got to do that, what is my end goal? Because what these gentlemen are providing is the pathway, but you got to know where you're going. And see, I was very, very clear on what I needed at that time in my life. And I want to help somebody out right now. Understand that the only reason that you do anything is for one of two reasons. Put this in your notes. Either out of inspiration or out of desperation. I'm going to say it again. The only reason as a human becoming that you do anything in your life is out of inspiration or desperation. But here's the challenge. You think that you need to be inspired to get to your next level. Somebody say, that ain't true. See, most of us have vision boards, but the only thing missing in our vision board is us. And so if you've had a vision board for longer than 12 months and you ain't hitting your goals, you need to do yourself a favor and put up a reality board. Yeah. Get intimately connected with what's paining you right now. Because I can promise you dollars to donuts, you getting a Bentley is not going to move you right now. You getting a brand new home is not going to move you right now. You getting on a private jet is not going to move you. Ask me how I know. I don't even have time to cover this. Study the psychology of your mind. What you need to do is think about what pains you so much, the bills that come in the mail. See, family, for me, what was paining me is having to look at my daughter every single time we went in the mall and try to shield her eyes from looking in the Disney store because I knew that I ain't have it. See, what was paining me is every time I was in the car with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, we were driving a 2003 Hyundai Elantra. When I would look to my left, I was afraid to see a luxury vehicle with a beautiful couple in it. Why? Because I knew that my wife loved me. I knew that she supported me, but I also knew that that was God's daughter. And I knew that the lifestyle that I was providing her with was subpar to what she truly deserved. Is anybody understanding what I'm saying right now? Or is this too real? Is this too early? And so when I met this young man, I said, you know what? There are some things that I do not know. Matter of fact, I'm here to tell you, family, 99% of good coaching is going to be counterintuitive. I saw Smitty put it in the chat a little bit earlier because the truth of the matter is, if you knew, you'd already be doing it. Matter of fact, Einstein said it best. He said, the problems that you currently have cannot be resolved at the same level of thinking that created them. The problems that you currently face cannot be resolved at the same level of thinking that created them. Listen, I see some people on the line that are like, oh my God, I was not expecting this. It's too early. Good morning. Okay, so let me finish up. Okay, so I meet this young man, and I'm a very curious person, right? And so after the meeting, he introduced some products and services. I was like, whatever, I'm not really interested in what you're talking about. But I heard you're making around $300,000 a month, and I'm not even making $30,000 every 3 years. And so here's what I asked. Come here, family. What do you know that nobody else in this room has seemed to figure out? Right now, family, there are 485 people on the line. Let me give you all a reality check. Are you ready for this? To be in the top 1% of income earners, you only need to make $340,000 a year. The average American makes $42,000 a year right now. To make six figures, you are in the top 8%, which means if I am looking at the numbers, there's about 440 of you that are under six figures right now. And so my question to him was, how are you making more money in a month than these people will make in their lifetime? How are you doing that? His answer is going to shock you. He said, Damon, the question that you just asked me, this is back in 2013. He said, the question you just asked me is the same question I asked my mentor back in 2008. He said, at that time, I didn't have money to pay $50 a month for my daughter's child support. He said, I was staying with my father on a twin-size bed, and I had about $1,300 to my name. He said, the same question is what I asked. And here was his answer. He said, Damon, he said, Tanisha, he said, Rick, he said, Lavore, he said, Johnny, he said, Sunshine, he said, Jasmine, there is no one that believes the way that I do. I leaned in because I was like, what's the real answer? Believe? Like, what? Bro, tell me how to get my credit together. Bro, show me how to get the house. Bro, show me how to get, listen, believe? Bro, what is Equifax, right? Like, who do I need to call? How do I believe? What is the presentation? What are the rebuttals? What is the tactical strategies I need to do to make $300,000 a month? That's what I wanted to know. But I did not know, come here, that the truth is always simple. It is lies that are complicated. See, what I asked him, and I want everybody to put this in their notes because I'm wrapping up here. When it comes to this believing thing, what I asked him next was, okay, I don't know what I don't know. Somebody say that to themselves. I don't know what I don't know. And I said, okay, what do I need to know about believing? He said, Damon, I want you to look at a couple of books. Write this down. Number one, there is an audio that you all can find on YouTube. It's absolutely free. It's by a gentleman by the name of Earl Nightingale. It's called The Strangest Secret. And in The Strangest Secret, he says the secret to success. Come here. As a man or woman believes in their heart, so are they. In other words, you become what you think about. Okay, that's one. Come here. Claude Bristol, The Magic of Believing. The magic of believing. And as I started to do the research, I'm like, okay, first of all, I think we need to clearly define words because we live in a day and age where people are lazy with their language. Yeah. Matter of fact, one of my mentors taught me, he said, Damon, anytime that you're reading anything or listening to anything, if there is a word that's shared and you do not know the true meaning of the word, you are not learning. Why? Because anything that's shared after the words you don't know is now gray. You misunderstood the entire teaching from one word. Why? Because words are powerful. Matter of fact, even the word says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Matter of fact, the world was formed by a set of words. Why? Because life and death is in the power of the what? And so many of us are living in a dying situation because we spoke it. Matter of fact, put this in your notes. I looked up the word future. Everybody wants a different future. We want more money. We want better relationships. We want more fulfillment. Well, have you ever just looked at the word future? Come here, write this down. Future means the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. Shucks. Did you hear what I just said? Future is the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. And so many of you all are trying to find out, man, why do I keep running into the same problems over and over? Because you keep talking about it. Why do I keep running into the same man or woman over and over? Oh my God, like, do they just keep moving? No, because you keep talking about your last relationship. Why does it seem like my finances are always up and down? Because you said you're saving for a rainy day. Okay, let me let y'all cool off a second. I'm sorry. Somebody on the back end, go ahead and unmute and tell me how much time I got, because as you can see, I'm getting warmed up. And it looks like it looked like they tired, so I might as well get off of here now. Cause y'all tired, or y'all want me to keep going? Keep going? Okay, I want to be respectful, so y'all got to tell me how much time I got. Woo, buddy. Okay, all right. So, all right, I'm gonna just keep going because I ain't heard from nobody. All right. Listen. I need you all to catch this. Write down the word believe on your paper. Write down the word believe on your paper. Okay. Believe, defined, the definition of the word believe is the time or period of time following the moment of speaking or writing. I'm sorry. I didn't got too high. I didn't give y'all the definition to the word future. Okay, write this down. Believe, to accept something is true. My bad. Y'all like, I'm going to say it again. The word believe means to accept something as true. Believe means to accept something as true. Matter of fact, Shakespeare said it best. He said, to think you can and to think you can't, both are actually correct. To think you can or to think you can't, both are correct. I got 7 minutes, okay? Because now I'm late for a call. I didn't even realize what time it was. I want to share this with you all. Put this in your notes. If there's any area of my life where I am stuck, it is only because of what I believe. 7 minutes. Listen to me closely. I'm going to say it one more time. Put this in your notes. Put it on your heart. If there's any area of my life where I am stuck financially, relationally, psychologically, physically, whatever it is only for what I believe. Has anybody, just wave at me, has anybody ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Houdini? Has anybody ever heard of Houdini? Okay, I know we got some young people on the line. Okay, Houdini was a very, very popular magician. Back in the late 1800s, right in the beginning of the 1900s, very popular magician. What was he known for? He was known for escaping elaborate traps. He would get wrapped up in chains, get thrown into a wooden box, thrown into the water, sinking, and he would escape. He would be in the most elaborate maze and just figure out a way to get out. And for years, he would wow crowds all over the world with defying the feats of being trapped. But family, come here. I want to give you all his secret. Write this down. Before he would go into any trap, he would kiss his wife. And in kissing his wife, she would exchange from herself to him a key. Not so much a magician, huh? And so the funny thing about it is he would hide the key in his mouth, and obviously that's how he got out of the traps. And so along came a company and they said, hey, listen, we want you to come over to Germany. We have this elaborate trap that we're going to create for you. We're going to pay you thousands of dollars for this. We're going to air it all over the world. You're going to be world famous, a renowned, public. It's going to be amazing. Of course, he agreed. And so what they did is, just like any other time, he kissed his wife. They created a jail cell for him. And it had all these different locks on it. It was something he had never, ever seen before, family. And so as he walked into the jail cell, just like any other routine, he kisses his wife, gets the key, and goes to sit down. So he's sitting there for a minute, and you know he's letting everybody sweat, right? You got to build up anticipation. And so he's sitting there, and eventually he stands up. He goes over to the lock, jiggles at it a little bit, and it doesn't work. He steps back for a second, looks at the locks, goes back over with his key. It's still not working. Steps back again, shakes his head. Okay, all right, we're good. Goes back over and it still doesn't work. He begins to pace all around the jail cell, worried. Oh my God, people are gonna think I'm a fraud. What am I gonna do? He gathers himself again. He goes over and it's still not working, family. In all of his frustration, he's sweating, he's stressed. He leans against the door and it opens right up. Why? Because it was never locked in the first place. See, Houdini, just like you and I, had a belief that was formed over time that kept him in a position where he was stuck. And I have a question for you. What area of your life right now are you carrying? Are you holding on? Is it irrevocable that you have a belief that is leaving you stuck? Family, write this down. I believe that there are 4 areas. I got 60 seconds. I usually cover this over 60 minutes, but I'm giving it to you in 60 seconds. Write this down. There are 4 areas that impact your belief system. Write it down. Your environment impacts your belief system. Your experiences impact your belief system. The authority figures speaking into your life impact your belief system. And last but not least, the repetitious information impacts your belief system. But guess what? What Smitty, Boone, and Ramel have created is a way for you to increase your belief using those same 4 factors. Write this down. They're giving you a community. Your community is your environment. If you're gonna grow, it's gonna be because of the people around you, people congratulating you, celebrating you, and not just tolerating you. Guess what? You're gonna need some authority figures. That means you're gonna need a coach. Because I brought me to here, but I can't get me to the next level. If you're gonna get repetitious information, family, you're gonna need the right content. The right content. And last but not least, experiences. Guess what? These gentlemen have already created for you all the right competencies. What does that mean, Damon? They are teaching you the skills that will lead you all to your financial promised land. Family, I'm excited for you. I want to read this to you real quick, and I'm done. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, your loss. For out of the world we find, success begins with a person's will. It's all in a state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the one who wins is the one who thinks they can. Family, my name is Damon Dillard. They call me the High Income Sales Coach. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you all. As I like to say, we will see you at the top, not from the top, because every single one of you most definitely deserves it. Family, back over to you guys.
Look, if that was amazing, if that was fantastic, if you love that, because I've seen the chat going crazy, I've seen the chat going wild. Damon was giving you an illustration, but also teaching you at the same time and teaching you how to learn. That part is crucial, how to learn, because you can get all the information in the world, but if you don't know how to learn, then what use is that information? So I want everybody to come off of mute. I want y'all to give him some love, give him some beautiful energy. If he impacted your life today, I want you to make that noise at that level. I want you to go crazy. I want you to go wow. If he gave you game, gave you value today, let it be known today. Hold on. Let's get everybody unmuted. Let's get everybody unmute. Let's go. Everybody unmute. You got the power.
Let's
to unmute.
go.
I can, I know, I can, I can.
You are amazing.
Thank
Can we
you.
find you?
Very
Lady,
nice.
somebody please drop it inside the chat.
You, mindset.
Large.
As authority figures.
This is our birthright.
Full.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
You rock.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
100%.
Thank you, man.
Gracias, amigo.
Run it back.
They're like a new global protector.
So, and thank you, Damon, for showing up. Thank you for being a man of your word, but also coming to give a lot of value and game. It's not often do you find people who care about selling you on you, right? Somebody's usually coming up and they want to sell you on something that they got. They want to sell you on something that they can give to you, which doesn't mean any. To see the people who come up to sell you on you. Literally, if you listen to everything that he's saying you got to become a better you. You got to be the best version of you. You got to take it to another level. You got to be able to believe in yourself enough to do the things that you love and do the things that you need to do in order to get the things you want. You got to love yourself enough. Right? Let's have everybody mic on mute. All right, we good now? All right, cool. So it's really about putting yourself in a situation. If Damon, you still on, drop your Instagram handle in the chat so they can follow you. If you haven't followed Damon, follow him now. Drop your Instagram handle in the chat or your YouTube, whatever you want us to follow. Just make sure you put it in the chat. But once again, y'all, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And when we put together these programs, it's really for your benefit. It's to get you to be in an environment that is fostering love, fostering connectivity, financial prosperity. When you think about it, how often are you around like-minded individuals? I know we all say it. We all say, I want to be around like-minded individuals. But guess what? Here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. Your opportunity is going to come. One of my mentors, he says this a lot, and he says, everybody's going to get their opportunity. Like, everybody put in the chat, I'm getting my opportunity. Right now, this may be your opportunity. I think I know some of y'all might think this is small, but the small wins create the big gains. You can put it in a sense of everything is working through me. Things are happening through me. Things aren't happening to me. Things are happening through me. But he said this to me. He said, everybody's going to get their opportunity. When you're ready for your opportunity, it will reveal you. It reveals who you truly are, all the work that you put in, everything that you had to plant in the dark for you to grow in the light. So when people see you, you shine that light. It was a matter of you doing the work. Now, if you get your opportunity and you weren't prepared, then what happens? You get exposed, right? It exposes you to see that you're just talking. You're just saying you want something. A lot of people just talk. You're action talkers, but not action takers. Gotta become an action taker. It's good to speak it into existence, but nothing's gonna happen without the action. It's like when you say believe, right? It's like I believe I can do this work. When you say I believe in myself, right? When the key is believing, it's still believing that you can do everything. You are the creator. Everybody put in the chat, I am the creator. You are the creator of your life. You are the star of your movie. You are the MVP, the most valuable participant in your life. Most of you want to be VIPs, but before you can be VIPs, you got to get the PIVs. passive income vehicles. I know y'all hear a lot of these terms we're throwing out and doing different things, but this is how creative you have to be. You get creative when it's time to go pop bottles and you know who's going to put what down on this, or you get creative when it's time to go get the weed, who got 5 on it. But think about all of that, right? We get creative when we do all of those things, but we got to get creative when it's time to take our lives to the next level. We got to get creative when we got children, we got family to take care of, right? Understanding that everything you do matters. Put that in the chat. Everything I do matters. So I wanted Smitty. I don't know if Smitty wanted to come up, but he did ask to be co-host. I don't know if that was because he wanted to be able to control in the background. But I want to say this to everybody before we go. You don't have enough time to get rich slow. It's not. It's the reality. The longer you take, the more days you're removing from the moments that you get to relax in that greatness, for the moments that you get to experience that greatness, for the moments that you get to be who you say you wanted to be. How long is it going to take you to be who you want to be? It happens in the next second. When you read the definition of future, some of y'all minds is blown. But then I also saw in the chat that you got it. You got it. That if you act now, it's happening now, the next second, the next second. You have today's a new day for you to get acclimated to a new life. Today is a new day to become a new you. Today is a new day to get consistent. Today is a new day for you to manifest everything you've ever said you wanted in your life. If you didn't do the homework, today's a new day. Do the homework. If you're not holding yourself accountable, get an accountability partner. Together we're better. Just understand that. You know that, right? When you work together with a team, great things happen. So I want us to remember this as we get ready to close. Not only do we want to take the information and apply it, but we want to start to multiply it. Now, and I'm gonna give y'all a hack tomorrow too on this, but like when you go out and you're looking to expand your life, I want you to see yourself in other people. I want you to work with people who are already doing the things that you aspire to do, or already doing the things that work in alignment with what you do. And when you partner up with those people, it accelerates your growth. So some people probably like, yo, why you bring Damon in here? He's a speaker, he's just like you. Like, strategic partnerships. It's about partnership. This is about partnership. Everybody drop partnership in the chat. Your life is about partnership. In order to have one person in this world, you need 2 people. So when 2 people come together and they have one person, they have a child, now by default, you're in a group. We're meant to be in groups. We're meant to have partnership. Your parents, sometimes your first mentors, some of you are lucky to have your parents as great mentors. Some of you not so lucky. But that doesn't stop us. The primary focus is, how do I become more effective in less time? Everybody say, I can't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. So I see Smitty text me. He's like, I think he talked about Myron Golden quote, because we got the same mentor, right? So Myron Golden. But he was like, they always tell us about the get rich quick scheme, but they never really talk about, what was it? The get broke fast scheme? What was it? Let me see what Smitty says. Smitty text me that. Let me see this. Let me see the quote. Oh, it's staying broke forever schemes. That's the 9 to 5 trap. You talk about the 9 to 5 trap, right? Staying broke scheme. So when they talk about, yo, they be like this on the like the memes or whatever they're talking about. Stay away from those gurus. Stay away from the people who talking about getting rich fast. They all scam. They scam. But then you spend all your time at work, and then you're thinking that you're going to get rich. That's the stay broke scheme. So they got everybody in a stay broke scheme. Then they create holidays, and now you spend your money, you become more broke, right? If this resonate with you, if this resonate with you, if you're spending all your time at work on that hamster wheel, running, doing things. Look, don't get me wrong. Like, work is having 9 to 5 is a stepping stone for success. So please, I'm not saying anything outside of that. But yes, I'm going to close out. But this is important, bro. Can I get like 1 minute to say this, y'all? Or y'all want to close up right now? Because let me know. Because Ramel texted me in the back like, yo, we got to close up. We got to keep our integrity. But I know this is important, right? Let's keep going. Let me get a minute. We don't have a minute, y'all. Then we're going to close right up. You've been spending all your time working, right? Then they throw holidays at you. It always seems at the perfect time they throw a holiday when I just finally save enough money, they throw a holiday at you. Think about it. You think that that's by accident? You save enough money, you finally get enough money, and then they throw a holiday at you. Stay broke scheme. You got to get on the other side of that holiday. You got to get on the other side of that thing, right? So the primary focus is becoming more effective in less time because you don't have enough time to get rich slow. How do you become more effective in less time? You build strategic partnerships. The partnerships aren't coming just with the tools and devices that you have, but it's dope to have AI, it's dope to have a phone, all of those things that you can do things quickly with now. But you have to work with other people. Because if you can do things quickly on your phone now and get another person, they have a phone also, they have a computer, they have internet, they can do things quicker too. So imagine all of you coming together doing things quickly. The issue is this, you're utilizing outdated information during a new era. This is the era of this is the economic era of strategic partnerships. This is all about how can you make money fast? How can you make money fast? And the way to make money fast is providing value. The money that you have in your pocket or your bank account, wherever you have it at, is a receipt for the value that you provide. So I need everybody to drop in the chat, I'm providing value. The way that you're going to provide value first is by providing value in yourself. Understand, I got to become more effective in less time. I'm going to do it through strategic partnerships. I'm going to find a way to impact others, give somebody what they need so that way they can utilize it to enhance their life. So you got to provide value. The one value I want you to provide is doing your homework today, doing your assignments, getting your assignments done, going and posting inside of the Facebook group. Let everybody know how your call was, what you thought about the accountability calls for today, what you thought about Damon, everything, your experience, your breakthroughs. Go ahead and put it in. If you're a person that feels I'm afraid of the camera, do it scared anyway, because there's a breakthrough. You won't have a breakdown, but you will have a breakthrough. All right, y'all, that's our time. We do want to, wrap it up. We don't want to be too long, but I do appreciate everybody allowing us to go over time. I thank you and I appreciate you. I want to bring everybody off of mute. I want everybody to clap it up, snap it up for themselves, bring that beautiful loving energy. I want you to go hard, and I want you to execute today and come to the VIP.
Let's go.
Let's roll. Let's roll.
Let's get it.
Thank you.
Spring to the bed.
Let's go.
We
Get you.
appreciate you so much.
Powerful.
Let's go.
Get it
All
on.
right, that was great.
We hit you up.
On to the next.
See y'all tonight. Out tonight.
On to the next.
Millionaires.
Get your mobile life.
Real talk.
Thank you for boom.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Thank you.